pace when I'm running. I always
It's a little bit noisy, but there's a few people in the pool. This weekend I've come away with my daughter Hannah. She's flown over from Cairns, not Cairns, Darwin, sorry. Flown into Cairns from Darwin, get it right. And we're going to spend 3 wonderful days at the Novotel. So I thought I'll take you for a look and see what the resort's like. It's really lovely. No caravan, no camper this weekend, just girls' weekend away. Kind of reminds me of Bali. Anyway, I'll take you for a look. Beach entry pool. Kiddies pool. Party. Cocktails. Lobby, reception, tour guides, quiet area to sit at the bar, very comfy lounges over there, somewhere else to sit. You don't want to be out by the pool. Hey! Very friendly staff. And somewhere where you can come grab a bite to eat. Prices are quite reasonable. And you can grab buffet breakfast. We have really loved our stay here. Definitely be back. Going for a little bit of a day trip on the boat behind me here. You're going to head over to Green Island and out to the pontoon to do some snorkeling. It's going to be a pretty nice day by the looks of it actually. So yeah, we're pretty excited. Only here for a few days, just me and Hannah. So let's go. pumped. Really? Do you want to go and see the crocs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Apparently there's a croc habitat on the island.
Crocodile feedings daily 10:30 and 1:30.
Okay. We might have to check that out. Here we are. Not a very big island, but we're only here for 2 hours, so let's go and check it out. So what's first on the agenda?
There's turtle time at 10:15 and crocodile feeding at 10:30.
Alright, well let's go and do the turtles. We're off to do the turtles. Which way?
That's what I was coming over here to have.
Lead the way, Nav.
Do not call me that.
There's a hotel here. You can actually come out and stay on Green Island if you wanted to. Information's closed. I was here probably 25 years ago and it hasn't changed much. Oops. We've got a pool bar, but it's closed.
Everything would only just be opening now, though.
I'd say so. Swimming pool. Oh, look at the birds. Isn't he cute? He's having a little bit of a wash. Yeah, he's sweet.
Come up and lay on the ramp. So
There we go. This is where the croc inhabitant is. I don't think it's open just yet, but that's where we're at. There's the croc zoo, and then we're not really sure, we're looking for the turtles. I don't know what's down here. It's very rainforesty. This is classed as a national park, Green Island. So, to be protected. They're in there. Yeah, see, I think you can go for a walk up along here. Croc feeding, and this is the aquarium. It's not only just the show, but it's you get to see the museum and the fishies. Ooh, look at that cannon. Aren't they gorgeous? The fishies. Love the fishies. Little tropical fish tanks.
Dory.
Did you find Dory? Dory. There he is. For all you Finding Nemo fans. Blue tang it's called. Ooh, what's this thing here? Here we go. Collection from Melanesia. Melanesia, yes, that's how you pronounce it. Here. Ooh, bit of a funky smell. I'm guessing if anybody has been to Bali, you would know the smell I'm talking about. It's very similar. Oh, sculptures in it. I'm not sure what's going on here. Anyway. It's the Hindu god type smell, which is evident in Indonesia. Anyway, it's oh, good stuff to look at, that's for sure. You don't pat the turtle, they bite. Actually, I can't even see them, I can only see a fish.
Robin, the guy. The guys at the park. So mummy will be back, okay? I'll just buy it.
He doesn't look like he's bite. Buddy. Oh yes, he's having a little bit of a move around. I think he knows he's getting fed.
Obviously that does not look like much food for a big crocodile, granted. But believe it or not, even for the biggest crocs here at the park, and that is Cassius included, one piece of food this size alone would be more than enough for any of them to happily survive on for anywhere up to a week. The crocodiles do have one of the slowest metabolisms of any animal on earth, so it does take them a huge amount of time to digest their food. Out there in the wild, however, full-size croc is going to be capable of eating up to 200 kilos of food in a single sitting. But if he did eat that much, it would not have to eat again for up to 2 years afterwards. They can go 12 months on a completely empty stomach. Alright, you want to stay in there? That's up to you. Hey guys, I'm going to be doing my best to get these crocs up and jumping about today. As much fun as this is for me to do, and as awesome as it is for you guys to watch. Now, because these are captive animals, the feeding show is generally the only form of exercise that our crocs will tend to get for the day. So if I don't get them up and moving about, the rest of their day is simply going to be spent lazing about in the sun doing very little.
That sounds good.
Now, croc lays around in the sun due to the fact that they are reptiles, so they are cold-blooded, and that means that they get around 90% of their total body energy directly from the sun. Only about 10% of the crocodile's energy level comes from the food that they eat, and that is the opposite to us humans. So the jumping you'll see here today, guys, is a natural behaviour.
He is huge. Oh, there's three. There's three.
That's his tail, and that's her tail.
Now basically what you see here is they just use their back legs to lift their main body weight off the ground. And then it's just big kicks with that tail to get the ultimate lift. So as you'll see today with the crocs when they are outside the water, you'll notice that their tails run about half the length of their body and are extremely heavy. So outside of the water, their tail just becomes a bit of a dead weight. Inside the water,
Look at the size of his teeth.
So even a big croc like Wooler here, he's going to be capable of swimming in excess of 30 kilometres per hour. And that is about triple the speed of an Olympic freestyle swimmer. So inside of the water, it's not a great idea to try out swim a croc. Outside the water, however, it's widely accepted that most able-bodied should be capable of outrunning a big crocodile.
Ooh.
People have lined up to test out that theory. Certainly not me.
This bird is so game.
Yeah, game is one word.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do tend to lose quite a few birds here at the park, in case you're wondering, guys. This one here, for good obvious reasons, we refer to as lunch. It's not exactly the smartest bird flying around at the moment.
He looks so
It is
angry.
on borrowed time. It will only be a matter of time before it meets its maker.
Look at his mouth. It's just sitting there open, ready to eat.
Oh, I did see you, madam. I did hear you say before you wanted to see him out. I'll see how I can go bringing that to life for you. So lucky I've got them distracted.
Oh my god, yes. Ooh. Here she comes. Holy caroli.
So you wanted to see him out? There you go.
Nice size.
Oh, look at him.
This is the third biggest croc here at the park, guys. Alright, so yeah, we're going to move on to another set of crocs now, guys. So, Croc, just make your way to the big enclosure. That's a whitey and I know it.
Which way?
Please? This enclosure to him. One day he took it upon himself to climb over the wooden fence up the back of the enclosure to get to Bella, the female croc, at the front. Walla wasn't too happy about that. So a big fight ensued, and unfortunately for Whitey, he did come off second best. And when I get him to lift his head up, you will be able to see that he's had the front of his bottom jaw completely bitten off during that fight. Now that part of his jaw is actually on display in one of the glass cabinets inside if you're interested in seeing that. It is a pretty cool thing to see. Lift your head up, mate. You really want to look. A good thing to note is that this type of an injury is extremely common, both here in captivity and also out there in the wild. Crocs do fight a lot.
Thank you. He wants to be a movie star, right?
You're a freak, mate. So this is Gary, everyone. Gary's the smart one out of all the birds here. Now that white bird is actually Gary's kid. So Gary's not winning Father of the Year award anytime soon. Every year Gary has 4 kids and brings them here, and every year Bulla eats them. So that is the last of 4 from this year. You can have a pretty good guess of what's happened to the other 3. So especially you two down the end might want to come down this end. Alright.
Hello, mate. Oh my god.
Go for it, alright. I'll see that after. Alright, just before we go any further, guys, just so you know, out here at Green Island, you are perfectly safe from crocs. As long as you want to stay on that side of these fences, you've got very little to worry about. We don't tend to get crocs coming out this far from the mainland for a couple of good reasons. So the energy levels are so valuable that huge swims in search of food is not high on a croc's to-do list. But more obviously, you'll notice the colour of the water here. So crocodiles are an ambush predator. So as soon as their prey item sees them coming, the hunt is essentially over. So out here around the island and reef system, the water is simply far too clear for a crocodile. I should add, guys, we haven't had a fence come down for well over a week, so I shouldn't have too much trouble. How's that? I will add, we have never had a fence come down.
Good to know.
There's always a time though. There's always a first.
Excellent.
About due, I reckon, eh? Alright, so I'll give the female a bit and then we'll shoot over and see the big boy. What do you reckon, Gaz? You're a funny one. What's that? You'll probably try and swallow that too. So what you're going to hear here, you may have heard obviously at the start, you heard the sound of those, the biting down, the big plop sounds when they bite down. A male crocodile especially, this size, has the strongest bite force of any animal on earth. So they did a bite force test on a crocodile that was around 3.5, about 3.7 metres, which is about what this guy is. It registered a 3,750 pound per square inch jaw pressure. Sorry girl, looks like you just missed out. A crocodile of Cassius' size, you could bump that number up to around 6,000 pounds per square inch of jaw pressure. Us humans, 160. She'll get fed today, guys, don't worry about that. She's not completely going to miss out, but she's definitely missing out on this show because obviously, as you just saw, he stole her a bit of food. Alright, so
Yes, yeah. How do you know if he's in a mood or not?
he's moving.
Okay.
Yeah, if he wasn't hungry, he would just be laying there going, come on in, come on in.
Yes, yes. Oh look, there's more lunch.
Yeah, so this is the only croc that the birds are safe around, guys. I've never seen Cassius go for any of them for some reason. On top of that, I've caught Gary on many occasions sitting on top of Cassius' head. And Gary will also pick bits of chicken out from in between Cassius' teeth.
So what makes him so different? Just his attitude?
Just
or
been here for so long, he knows that he's getting fed twice a day. Why waste the effort of having to try and catch a bird?
He's so chilled.
If it was a kangaroo going that close, he's going to have a crack at it. It's actually worth the effort, but a little bird like that's not worth the effort when he knows he's getting just about the same amount of food that's going to put straight into his mouth
Well, that's it.
2 times a day.
Wow.
Alright everyone, so this is Cassius, and he is the biggest croc that we have here at the park, quite obviously, but not only that, he is the current Guinness World Record holder, or the world's largest captive croc. So in 2012, the Guinness World Record Company came to Green Island and certified him at 5.48 metres long, so just under that 18-foot mark. If you're having a bit of difficulty working out exactly what 18 foot does look like, Cassius here is the same length as the bamboo pole attached to the back fence.
Okay.
Now, he's been here at the park since 1987, captured in 1984 up near Darwin on the Finnis River, where he was a problematic crocodile attacking people's boats, and also eating farmers' cattle. So in 1984, the Northern Territory government decided enough was enough and had him pegged for removal after he bit the outboard engine clean off the back of someone's boat. So you see all around the end of his nose here, he has lots of injuries, a couple of big slices, lots of white scarring as well. He is also missing a decent sized portion off that bottom jaw. So the injuries up here, they are the result of having been attacking boat propellers. Also down the centre of his back he has more white scars, which are the result of being run over by a boat. So he has a very long history with boats, and it's not a very nice one. Now he is actually missing around 6 inches off of his tail, as well as his front left leg almost entirely. Both of those injuries were sustained prior to being captured and are either the result of a fight with another croc or even potentially a run-in with a bull shark.
What's going on over
She's telling him off because he got her food.
Oh my god, we're going to have a croc rumble.
We're getting right into it.
Hannah, go and film it.
Yeah, she would not be happy with him at all.
Oh, they're going to get into a Barney.
Got a female hanger there.
Yeah. So those two are very similar in size, so she has the ability to tell him off, where most of the other females don't really have that capability.
Oh, I don't know. What happens in most life?
These two are not happy. It's took his food. No, she's gone now.
So guys, I will get him to open up his mouth. Hopefully I'll hold it open just long enough for everyone to get a look down the back of his mouth, and you'll be able to see that he does have a flap at the back of his mouth, which will stop you from being able to see right down into his stomach. Bring him back over here first. So this flap that you're going to see is called a palatal valve, and that stops all the water rushing into their stomach and lungs. So if he tried to swallow this food underwater, water will rush in, and there is a good chance that they can potentially drown. Which is a good bit of information for you to remember, just in case you're ever unfortunate enough to find yourself being attacked by a croc. It is said that your best chance of surviving, your best method of escape, will be to reach your hand down the back of its throat and push down that flap, allowing the water to rush in, which will inevitably make them let go of whatever they're holding on to. So good luck with that.
Yeah, I think so.
Although in that situation, I am sure you're going to give anything a go. Now, in my experience, there's only one surefire way to successfully escape a crocodile attack, and it is in fact extremely simple.
Run.
Yeah, just don't get in one.
Yes.
It's straightforward stuff. I'll give this to him now, eventually. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. There's a few different things that will work if you get the chance to do it, but whether or not you get the chance to do it, that's the big thing.
I've seen some angry crocs come up and attack our boats and that.
Yeah, so Cassius has got a bit of a history with boats, like I said.
Probably was.
Guys, before we finish up the show here today, just quickly would like to point out, so I'm just going to pull that guy shut. Just quickly point out, you may have been wondering why do we have such an enormous croc in this relatively small enclosure and pond. The crocodiles, they only need their own body length of water to be happy. Any more water than that's just extra area that they've got to feel in control of. In a captive setting, that will increase their stress level, and stress is the biggest killer of a captive croc. So we obviously try our best to avoid stressing him out so as to extend his lifetime as long as possible. Yeah. But in his case in particular, it's very important that he's kept in a pond of his size. Due to the fact he's so old, heavy, long, and missing his front left leg, those 4 factors.
Oh, the sun's out, which so you can see better in the water.
Doesn't get much more beautiful than the Great Barrier Reef, right?
I'm not there yet.
Nelly? It's just beautiful.
I definitely want to go to the croc feeding though, before we leave.
We will.
10:30.
Our day at Green Island. Well, 2 hours, not technically a day. Oh God, the sun's come out. It's just amazing here. Why would you ever want to leave? So there's our ride. Ready to head back. did you think of Green Island, my love?
Crocs were awesome.
They were good. Cassius was huge.